Good afternoon. I am Alexandra Socarides, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to this School of Communication Speech at Emerson graduate hooding ceremony. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done. I want to welcome the family and friends of our graduates who are here today and those joining us from afar. Your support has been incredibly important to the success of these graduates. We gratefully acknowledge you and thank you. Let me also take a moment to recognize our faculty. Emerson faculty are experts in their fields, scholars, clinicians, and professionals who care deeply about the success of their students. They helped the members of the class of 2025 reach this milestone by providing an exceptional learning environment, and they have done so with care and compassion. Earning a master's degree is a major accomplishment that requires effort and sacrifice. As graduates, you know this better than anyone. Graduate school is a special opportunity to work very hard at something you love. It is a chance to surround yourself with and learn from your faculty, peers, and mentors. In the coming years, I hope you will look back fondly at your time in this program. Your master's degree has positioned you to succeed in a field that is in need of highly trained, compassionate clinicians dedicated to improving lives and serving a diverse client base with skill and passion. Today is a day to celebrate all that you have accomplished. Tomorrow, go out there and make Emerson proud. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you. We will begin with the invocation. Please stand as you are able.
Speech at Emerson community, our graduates, families, friends, honored guests. In this moment of invocation, we are called to engage in a practice that is ancient, with deep roots across a great many spiritual traditions, and yet often feels unfamiliar, unexpected, and new. An invocation is, at its core, an invitation into stillness and reverence for that which we consider sacred. And on a day that we have anticipated and waited for so long, and one that is perhaps filled with flurry and busyness and exhaustion and excitement, we take this moment of invocation as a very needed pause to invite, to acknowledge, and to thank all that has given us guidance and inspiration on our journeys leading up to today. As is our tradition at many events at Emerson, we begin first by acknowledging the land upon which we stand. Here in Boston, we are on the ancestral and unceded lands of the Massachusetts people, whose name was appropriated by this Commonwealth. We pay respect to the Massachusetts elders, past and present. So too, in this moment of invocation, we also acknowledge and celebrate the diversity of paths and traditions present in this gathered community. And we celebrate that we find the sacred in so many different ways. For some, this is in the mystery called God. For others, we find the sacred within the wisdom of our ancestors, or in the beauty of nature, in the sparks of creativity, or in the pursuit of justice. However it is that you find sacredness in your life, I invite you to pause with me now, and in our shared silence to invite into your mind, into your heart, all that you consider sacred. Let us be in silence. Thank you, congratulations, and welcome, each and every one of you, to your well-deserved graduate hooding ceremony. Please be seated.
It is now my pleasure to invite Jan Roberts-Breslin, Dean of Graduate and Professional Studies and Interim Dean of the School of the Arts at Emerson, to deliver the graduate ceremony address today. Dean Roberts-Breslin is an independent media artist whose work has received national and international festival awards, has been broadcast on PBS, and has been exhibited at contemporary art museums such as the Institute of Contemporary Art Boston and the De Cordova Sculpture Park and Museum. Her work has explored issues such as post-feminist domesticity, the subjectivity of history, and the perception of risk. She is the author of Making Media, Foundations of Sound and Image Production, the 5th edition of which was published in 2023 by Focal Press Routledge. Dean Roberts-Breslin has been on the faculty of Emerson College since 1990 in our Visual and Media Arts Department and has served as Dean of Graduate and Professional Studies since 2014. She also served as Emerson's interim provost from 2021 to 2023. Dean Roberts-Breslin is the founding director of the MFA in the Media Art program at Emerson and served as a visiting scholar at the Communications University of China in Beijing from 2014 to 2018. She holds an MFA in film and video from Temple University and a BA from the University of Delaware. Please welcome Dean Roberts-Breslin.
So, in preparation for today, I asked myself, do I go with being celebratory and positive, as in go forth with your shiny new degrees and do great things? Or do I acknowledge the absolutely crazy state of the world, the country, and the field of higher education? Oh well, I guess I just acknowledged it, so here I go. I'm not really an expert in global or national politics, nor economics, but after 39 years as a professor and administrator, 35 of those years at Emerson, I do feel comfortable commenting on higher ed. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity. It was a season of light. It was a season of darkness. It was a spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. We had everything before us. We had nothing before us. We were going direct to heaven. We were going direct the other way. In short, the period was so far like the present period. These are familiar words from Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities, true in the time that he wrote them, to the time that he wrote them about, and to today. You can apply these words to many current realities. Certainly, they tell a tale of higher education. The very fact that you are sitting here as a recipient of not just a higher education degree, but a master's degree, or that you are here in support of someone receiving their master's, would seem to indicate belief in the power and value of education and hope for what your education can bring to your future and our futures. Philosopher John Dewey said, "Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself." I know some of you, perhaps most of you, are looking forward to life without homework and life without tuition payments. But I hope you can understand Dewey's sentiment. People who value higher education believe that knowledge, critical thinking, and cultivating an open mind lead to a possible salvation for society. Educational reformer and public education advocate Horace Mann said, "Education is our only political safety. Outside of this ark, all is deluge." But we are living at a time where many choose to stand in the rain, denying the value or return on investment of education. I personally come by a belief in the life-defining role of education quite naturally. My maternal grandmother, born in 1900 in the tiny town of Burnsville, West Virginia, graduated from Glenville State Normal School and became a first-grade teacher. Her three sisters graduated from college as well. She married my grandfather, who, following his service in World War I, graduated from Wabash College in Indiana, went to Columbia University for a master's, and became the principal of a K-12 school in West Milford, West Virginia, where my grandmother taught. It's kind of in my DNA. So it's no surprise that I get a little defensive when I hear the attacks on higher ed. But at the same time, I admit that it has its faults. It's too expensive. It can get mirrored in politics, both internal and external, and sometimes we don't listen to our students as closely as we should. Academia also has a reputation for stasis and being slow to change. But one of the things I have loved about Emerson College is its ability to evolve and reinvent itself. In the 1980s, Emerson was a college housed in somewhat scruffy Back Bay brownstones, known more for producing comedians and actors, think Jay Leno, Dennis Leary, Henry Winkler, than for the rigor of its academics. In the 1990s, we grew a new campus out of what was Boston's combat zone on the other side of the Boston Common. Then we committed ourselves to growing a faculty of excellence and grounding our hands-on approach to art and communication in the liberal arts. In 2017, we expanded our widely respected Masters in Communication Disorders program to an online modality, and in doing so, graduated now hundreds of highly qualified and much-needed speech-language pathologists who represented diversity of background, race, ethnicity, age, and ability that has changed the face of the profession. Now again, we are evolving as we face the challenges of demographics and funding and changing societal and political attitudes. But I am convinced that we will thrive. I know that because I see what you do, what you produce, your energy, your passion, the talent you bring to your calling. Because of you, I have no doubt that despite our challenges, it is a time of wisdom, of belief, of light, and mostly of hope, with everything before us. So take those shiny new degrees and do great things. Congratulations to every one of you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our May term graduate student speaker, Nicole Hustad. Nicole is a fifth-generation farm girl, born and raised in Nebraska. She earned her bachelor's degree from Nebraska Wesleyan University, where she studied music and psychology. After myriad work and life experiences, such as living and working in Beijing, having 3 kids, and owning a small business, she made a pandemic pivot to the SLP field. Each new class and clinical experience at Emerson has only served to affirm her passion for communication and her curiosity to learn more. Nicole is drawn to working with many different populations within ASH's Big Nine and is grateful for the wide scope of our practice. She lives in Colorado with her family and can't wait to work with middle and high school students this fall for her clinical fellowship. Please join me in welcoming Nicole.
Good afternoon, professors, family and friends, and my fellow graduates. Today, I am proud to say that I finally know what I want to be when I grow up. Enrolling in Emerson's intensive online graduate program, I thought, online, fantastic. I'll get in, get my degree, and get out there and do this. But this journey wasn't walked alone. It was carried in study groups, shared laughter, panic and tears, and in late-night messages of, I see you and you've got this. Our cohort became a community of support and collaboration. We've spent the last few years immersed in the complexity of human communication. We've memorized cranial nerves, written more SOAP notes than we can count, and made it through the ups and downs of clinical placements, often with loads of caffeine and very little sleep. We've been trained not just in the science of communication, but in the art of compassion. And when we combine that with curiosity, humility, and a willingness to keep learning, we become more than therapists. We become advocates, bridge builders, and agents of change. In a world that feels heavy with division and injustice, where so much seems out of our control, we have an invaluable skill set. We do not need a national platform in order to make a difference. We have the chance to make change at the level where it matters most, between people. Through our work in schools, hospitals, homes, and communities, we will amplify voices. We will strive for equity and will work to restore connection. We will walk with people as they rebuild what was lost or as they discover new ways to communicate. And perhaps by doing this work with empathy and cultural responsiveness, we can begin to reshape not just systems, but also the spirit of how we care for one another. So today, as we celebrate our accomplishments, let's also honor the responsibility we now hold. We have the knowledge, we have the tools, and importantly, we have each other. Congratulations, class of 2025. Stay curious, stay kind, and never underestimate the power of your presence. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our August term graduate student speaker, Mars Lombardi. Mars received their Bachelor of Music in Classical Voice Performance from Manhattan School of Music, before pivoting to pursue a medical degree inspired by their own challenges as a rare disease patient struggling to receive patient-centered informed care. As Mar reached for a career path that would fulfill their desire to work in healthcare while providing the accessibility needed to thrive, they found speech at Emerson, where their disabilities and lived experience have always been viewed as strengths, not downfalls. Driven by personal connection and clinically diverse experiences throughout their graduate studies, Mars has a special interest in feeding and swallowing disorders across the lifespan, particularly in individuals with complex, rare, and/or degenerative diagnoses. Additionally, Mars enjoys exploring the role of augmentative and alternative communication modalities for such populations. Mars approaches all clinical work through a disability justice lens, with a foundation of patient advocacy, self-determination, and empowerment. They have extensive experience in public speaking and have received multiple awards and scholarships related to their advocacy and community involvement, including a 2025 Emerson School of Communication Award for Community and Civic Engagement. Their writing has also been featured by the Ehlers-Danlos Society and in the Credit Institute's publication Speech Anthology, which is authored by SLPs with minoritized identities. Following graduation, Mars plans to sit for the National Board Certified Patient Advocate exam and continue building fluency in American Sign Language. Please join me in welcoming Mars.
Welcome all. It is an honor to have been nominated by a fellow graduate to speak here today. Every one of us has a journey, a compilation of experiences that has led us to the present moment. And let me tell you, this moment is very different from the vision I once had of my future. We all have some kind of vision for our life, but what does that really mean? I was invited to attend a community leadership conference several years ago where we discussed this very topic. Those of you who know me are probably aware that I have been a peer tutor at Emerson for the last 2.5 years, and I am unapologetically a neurology nerd. So I appreciate you indulging me on this quick journey back to our first semester as graduate students in CD 680, Neurological Basis of Communication. At this conference, we discussed how images are processed in the brain. Ultimately, vision is not just about what your eyes see. It is about your memories and experiences. A room full of people can interact with the same object or work of art using any or all of their senses and each see something different. The memories and lived experiences of each person inform their view of the world and significantly impact their personal and professional vision. My journey has always been one of winding roads with peaks and valleys, but it led me to speech at Emerson. My mom, who has been a primary school teacher for over 4 decades, encouraged me to investigate the SLP field, recognizing the flexibility of such a vast scope of practice across a variety of settings. However, a career in speech-language pathology was not always part of my personal vision. As a classically trained vocalist and author who fell in love with medicine, I was set to pursue a medical degree to provide the kind of care to patients that I had not always received as someone living with multiple chronic and rare diagnoses. When the realities of my physical health became palpable, I knew the price of pursuing that career would have harmful consequences for my body. After setting that dream aside, I was lost, and so was my vision for a future. I lived in survival mode, working overtime to patch the holes of my sinking boat of a body, until I found purpose in advocacy and activism within the beautiful intersectional communities that embraced me with open arms. As I began to explore speech-language pathology and discover the breadth and depth of medical SLP work, I could start to see a future for myself again. The Speech at Emerson community has always seen me as an individual. I've never been questioned for who I am and what my accessibility needs are. No concerned looks on any faces, just genuine respect for my journey and accomplishments thus far. Throughout my time in this program, despite all of our Brady Bunch squares of faces on Zoom scattered across the country, I feel inseparably bound to the Speech at Emerson community and more supported by faculty, staff, and my incredibly diverse and talented peers than ever before. I've had the rewarding opportunities to engage in the Speech at Emerson community as a peer tutor and student ambassador, two positions I hold very dear as they have given just as much to me as I have to them. There is something special about being able to welcome incoming cohorts, guide prospective students, and support current colleagues through their studies. To be a small part of all of these individuals' journeys is a great honor. I have been lifted up and inspired by so many of you here today, and those of you who couldn't make it to this ceremony but deserve the same acknowledgement for your accomplishments. You are colleagues who have become friends who have shown up in some of the toughest moments in this program, friends who have linked arms to get everyone across the finish line. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new, an opportunity for us to all learn and grow so much more as clinical fellows. I'd like to share some words from the beloved poet and spoken word artist, Andrea Gibson, who recently passed but made an indelible mark on this world and on my heart. Those who do the most growing in this life are those who offer the most compassion to the parts of themselves that have not yet grown. Show yourself compassion as you embark on this next step of your unique journey, for there will surely be moments that test you and moments where you realize that self-growth is a dynamic process. Every person graduating today has a story that's led to this moment of accomplishment, and every one of us has had to persevere to get to the point of crossing this stage. I stand here in awe of my colleagues who have worked tirelessly through pregnancy and parenting, grief, health journeys, sleepless nights, full-time work, financial challenges, and so much more to earn their degree. Take a moment right now to recognize how absolutely incredible all of you are. We are contributing to representation of a more diverse network of speech-language pathologists and building a more accessible world where a disabled, chronically ill, neurodivergent trans person like me can say, I am an SLP. Congratulations to all of you incredible humans.
As the founding graduate program director of the Speech at Emerson program, it is my honor to present the Joanne P. Lasker Graduate Program Director Award. This award is presented to one graduating student from each cohort who exemplifies outstanding academic and clinical performance, along with qualities that define excellence in speech-language pathology: curiosity, collaboration, professionalism, and a strong sense of community. Each year, our faculty and facilitators nominate students who not only excel in the classroom and in their clinical work, but who also represent the core values of the Speech at Emerson program, the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders, and Emerson College as a whole. Today, we are proud to recognize two exceptional students, one from each of the graduating cohorts being celebrated today. First, from our April 2025 cohort, we recognize a student on the 5-term track who has truly inspired us. While maintaining an impressive GPA throughout the program, they also balanced the responsibilities of being a single parent. Their background in education, strong communication skills, and professionalism made them a valuable and respected voice in class discussions. It is my great pleasure to present the Joanne P. Lasker Graduate Program Director Award for April 2025 to Deanna Crawford. Please join me on stage as I continue to share your accomplishments. In her clinical placements, I have more lovely things to say about Deanna. Deanna brought compassion and empathy to every interaction, supporting clients across the lifespan in her local California community. Even in the face of personal challenges, she showed resilience, optimism, and an unwavering commitment to her journey as a speech-language pathologist. Congratulations, Deanna. Next, from our August 2025 cohort, we honor a student on the 9-term track who has consistently stood out for their thoughtfulness, insight, and engagement. Faculty describe them as a reflective and curious learner who brings depth to class discussions by drawing on both personal and professional experience. It is my pleasure to present the Joanne P. Lasker Graduate Program Director Award for August 2025 to Danielle Bissell. Please join me on stage as I continue to share your accomplishments. Danielle's commitment to growth is evident not only in the classroom, but in the field as well. Most recently, she successfully advocated for an expanded role for SLPs at her placement site. Her initiative led to the immediate implementation of a new proposal, resulting in increased services for the NICU patients at Central Maine Medical Center. This is the kind of impact we hope to see from all of our graduates, and Danielle is already making it happen. Let me turn my page. Congratulations, Danielle.
And now for the moment you have all been waiting for. Will all of the master's degree candidates please rise as you are able to? Provost Socarides, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Communication at Emerson College, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science who have successfully completed all requirements.
Thank you, Dean Mihailidis. Graduates, please come forward to receive your hood.
Brittany Adams. Adora Alma Aguirre. Hisham Ali. Corey Lee Abiles. Samantha Batista. Danielle E. Bissell. Kelfie Blue. Ruth Bout. Sherry Lee Briggs. Lauren Broski. Roxy Alaya Brown. Natasha Cabrera. Sally Campbell. Joshua G. Campos. Danielle Grace Canary. Justine Kyrene Casper. Amber Nicole Castillo. Michelle Lee Clark. Emily Rose Coffin. Amanda Sky Collins. Vanessa Anís Contreras. Roxana Correa. Deanna Crawford. Morgan N. Crawford. Fatima Cristina Cuenca. Devin Anthony Drake. Eliana Maria Felix Herrera. Megan Figueredo. Erin Elizabeth Ford. Naomi Jennifer Ford. Jocelyn Nicole Franco. Keita Gant. Sarah Gear. Bethany Lynn Gaylor. Marta Alexis Gonzalez. Caitlin Gordon. Caden Marie Gregoire. Mallory Jamie Gutierrez. Ariola Heju. Kara E. Hess. Avery Jarmar Himes. Nicole Janae Husted. Bianca Michelle Jackson. Madeline Faye Catoro. Emma Lee Kenyon. Jade Kuke. Elise Christine Kite. Isra Daoud Kumandan. Liana Lai. Risa Noel Lane. Ellen Rose Lehrman. Victoria Lavashko. Audrey Michelle Lietar. Natalie M. Liska. Haley Renee Locke. Mars Lombardi. Melissa K. Mangal. Maria Matos. Michael James McCormick. Rowan Isleen McGarry. Cora Joy McKee. Caroline Me. Hannah Elizabeth Muir. Haley Elizabeth Michelson. Aisha Morton. Kayla Marie Nelson. Elizabeth Marie Newby. Angelia Marie Nieto. Jamie Lynn Norton. Natalia Nosal. Naisha Cristal Olabi. Mary Rose O'Neill. Michael Danielle Ortega. Erica Nicole Paulus. Lori Elizabeth Peluso. Ruth Valerie Quesada. Emmy M. Quiñones Giron. Tiana May Raganisi. Jacqueline Harrelson Ramos. Jessica Yvette Reyes. Alexandra Rodriguez. Nicole Lynn Delgado Rubio. Maritza A. Salcedo. Leilani Suhey Sanchez. Stephanie Saucedo Lopez. Elizabeth Saunders. Carrie Marie Scherder. Christina Maria Schilb. Kelly Janine Schutz. Angela Shin. Christina Marie Simard. Katie Marie Smith. Rochelle Ann Susha. Erin Caitlin Sullivan. Anne Marie Christine Sutton. Javaria Saeed Rasak. Ashton Paige Thompson. Cassie Alexis Javon Thorne. Alexandra Torres. Alexis Torres. Esther Trin. Sarah Angelica Tristan. Janitza Valenzuela. Sarah Redding Wallace. Jaquie Tierra Payne Ward. Ruth Eaton Weld. Olivia Lynn Weiss. Audrey Mary Zolano. Gabriella Dorothy Zyla.
May I ask the audience to rise for the benediction, if you are able, and to remain standing for the closing and recessional. Thank you. Graduates, as you will go from this place, blessing the world with your work and words and beings, we now take this moment to confer our blessings upon you. May you always trust in wisdom, for it is a sacred compass within you. May you always treat yourself with gentleness, for you are worthy of compassion and care. And may you always know that you, your presence, and your work, and your being has already been a gift to many communities, and we here at Emerson are now honored to count you amongst our alumni. Now go forth with our pride in you, with our belief in you, and with our hopes that you will bless the others as you have blessed us. Congratulations, and go in peace.
Thank you for joining us today to celebrate this momentous occasion. Congratulations again to the Emerson College Class of 2025 Speech at Emerson graduates. This marks the conclusion of our ceremony. Please allow the speakers and our graduates to exit first. Thank you.